Welcome back to the back nine of round one at the 2022 Music City Open. This is Sky Hyzer Productions coverage of this first round. And if you missed the front, please go catch up because Dutch is on a heater.
He's doing it so far.
Yeah. My name is Blake Waldron. I've got Kevin Rarick and Justin Bunnell here. And we're going to jump back into hole 10. Another tight gap. You'll notice that's kind of a common theme out here. A lot of guys will go forehand to bail something out right into that nice green grass. But as you can see, it's a snug gap off the tee. So Justin, looks like you're probably going like M4, M3.
PA3, just throwing it hard at the tree.
Nailed it.
I've played zero golf with you, so.
Jeff looks like he's
Get to see the sidearm play.
Yeah, driver.
I like the sidearm play because I feel like if you do hit one of these trees and get a kick, it's not... The whole left side of this fairway drops dramatically towards hole 18.
I mean, it's a ravine.
I've seen kicks go down there and just disappear. I mean, bogey is good from down there.
That's the one to
so
miss.
Good.
That was rude.
Yep. So we got 3 sidearms on the backhand. It's pretty typical for me.
I don't know. You threw a lot of sidearms on the front.
That is true.
And this is kind of what I'm talking about. Just pitch something out there, give you a circle's edge putt. Probably is what he is left with.
Man, he's still doing it
to see if he can kind of keep it rolling.
Josh, I don't know, 35, 40.
Oh,
all over it.
It's a great run. And you see that road back there. It is OB, but I mean, I can probably count on one hand the amount of times I've seen it actually come and play. Really hard to actually reach it.
Yeah.
So
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, not something you're really thinking about.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Fantastic putt again. Yeah, Jeff, if you missed the front, I'll probably spoil it. That's fine. But canned just a 50-footer up the hill on hole 9, so he is keeping it rolling.
This is a tough putt.
35, 36 or so. Gonna walk it in. Thank you.
And you are going to walk it in.
Sometimes it just feels like that. I just force
Thank
myself.
You.
Exactly. I probably did say it. I just
if
force
not
myself.
Out loud, at least in your head.
Yes. I force myself to just walk it. And if I sometimes when I just do that, it just goes in. I don't know how it does, but it does.
Science.
Yeah, science.
Yeah, chalk it up to science.
Right.
Dutch. Let's see if he can keep the heater going.
Oh, yeah.
Shocking. He can. I'm actually surprised he took his bag off. Josh. Y'all played this hole pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty quick.
Yeah.
Welcome to Music City Disc Golf. We are a 501c3 nonprofit public charity here in Nashville, Tennessee. We strive on including men, women, juniors, and providing competition for all skill levels. We would like you to come be a part of Music City Disc Golf.
All right, on to hole 11. Back to the par 4s. This one is get out the gap. Try to get something to finish left up here. If you don't play it too straight, you might have some sort of hyzer into this basket. Pretty protected. You do have OB road the whole way down on the right. Kind of another little slopey green as we've seen a lot of. This is a good hole, but got to make it out of here first.
Yeah, the main goal is just to get out of the gap and go left. I mean, that's all I'm trying to do, at least.
Yeah, the road's really going to...
Oh, no.
That's a good second kick.
That's my reaction too.
But that's a...
Wow, Jeff just appeared on the team.
Transported.
Amazing. Somebody yelled, "Get in the hole." Come on. That's fine.
Yeah.
He's all right with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be Middle Tennessee golf without somebody yelling, "Get in the hole."
Wow,
another
Dutch
one.
really with like, you can see it on his face. He's just as shocked as we are. That's really like the first mistake he's had of the whole round.
Yeah.
And that's not going to be an easy par save from there. It's doable. There we go, Josh.
Nice backhand from Josh. Doesn't use it too much, but when he does, he's been really under control.
Yeah.
Good shot.
That's all you need on this. Just get something out in the field.
Oh.
Don't.
Wow.
Hate to see it. I'm legit just trying to throw it hard and get as far as I can.
That's an awkward spot.
No
Yes.
kidding.
About all you could do.
And I'm totally fine.
Yep.
Totally fine with that result.
And
So Dutch is what, throwing 3 here, I guess?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I mean, playing for this would be insane if he could get this up there for a putt. And he goes roller,
Standstill roller.
which is really risky with that road. And that's probably a good tree. I think if that, it might have curled and stayed in, but
Yeah.
that's a dicey shot with that road down there.
This is not an easy approach. These cedar trees that surround this thing can really grab you up, and you can find yourself, in the circle with like an extremely low ceiling, challenging putt. So you really want to approach this one just in the middle.
And I like the turnover backhand here. I throw forehand every time on this shot, but I think this hits the green a little bit better, matches the grade of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
It's
That's
tough to place it there because the basket's kind of inside that little...
Josh was
Nick.
telling me about this approach shot. He really actually prefers to be, if he's going to be under a tree, he prefers to be under this one on the top.
For sure.
And then he showed me, like, it's pretty open compared to the ones on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So he should have a look from up there. Dutch is still working really hard on this hole.
That's been every shot.
Yeah,
He gets it up there. Should be able to save the 5.
I think so.
Okay. Jeff has hit 2 pretty clutch putts the last couple holes. See if you can keep it going.
Wow, right on line.
Yep.
See what I mean here?
Yeah.
He's got plenty of room. He does have to go to a knee, but he's got space to work.
And you're above the basket, which I
Yep.
think is huge. It's a great 3 from Josh. Played it exactly like you want. Just get something out in the field, pitch up, take that birdie.
He's pretty straightforward when it comes to his shots, It's a good 5-putt. Get off the hole.
Not the
Yeah.
worst. Yep.
Dutch, really, you're 1 stroke back now,
Right.
which is pretty.
And
pretty
actually,
wild.
when I walked up here, I thought it was underneath this other tree. I didn't realize that it hit this little stuff here and stopped me, which
You're just wide
I was
open.
super
Yeah.
happy with. Yeah.
20-footer, back up the hill.
Get in there. Feeling good now.
2-stroke swing.
Right. Now I feel like I'm kind of in the mix.
Yeah, 3 holes ago you were telling us you were
I'm
just playing for
spectator.
second.
I'm a
That's great.
spectator on the card. Yeah.
What a drastic change of events.
Right. So we've got hole 12, par 3. This is an island green, 316. The only thing that's OB is actually the road itself. Green's good. I think the green actually plays a little bit left of the eyesight. Seems like whenever I think I'm left in the road, I'm actually still on the green.
This is a dream 18 for me.
Yeah.
This hole.
I love this hole, man.
This is a
Visually,
cool hole.
it's just such a cool shot. This really looks great from Josh.
Finish.
Dig. I don't know. Fantastic.
Great
Nice.
shot. Another good backhand from a guy who's
Yeah.
like, I don't really throw backhands.
Right.
Good for you. Good for him. Nice work.
This hole is a perfect distance for a hard thrown putter for me.
Throw something with a little flip.
Just a tad
It's got a flip.
little something, and I actually
Ooh.
thought it was OB.
We jumped off the curb right there.
Yeah, you're leaning,
Yeah.
but it's in. We'll take it. And the green is, I'd say, right on the size of the circle.
Yeah.
So I think it's a really fair island green, in my opinion. This looks unbelievably good from
Wow.
Jeff.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah, dude, just based it.
Man. Throw it to the basket and then just have it stop at the basket. Perfect.
PA2
Dutch.
from Dutch. A little low.
Might have to skip. Okay.
That's okay.
We can live with that.
That's just a little. You can actually run it from there just fine. But 3 on that island is stout.
Yeah.
This card played this hole pretty well.
I wouldn't have been surprised if you made it.
It's a good look.
Especially after that last hole.
Yeah. I'm just trying to take advantage of a good break, I felt like.
Did y'all have any wind on this, do you remember?
No.
Great putt.
Looks pretty calm right here.
Yeah,
great
it was pretty
putt.
calm.
Good
You
putt.
can catch a little bit out because we're kind of back out in the open, but you'll take a calm putt on this, no doubt. Great
Nice.
putt from Josh.
Good birdies.
Yeah, 3 birdies on this hole.
Awesome.
You don't see that very often.
No.
Jeff's just casually waiting for his turn back there.
Spectating the model
living- he is
airplane field right behind this parking lot.
He's like, Dutch, it's your turn.
There's some strange sounds that can come from this part of the course.
Yeah,
There's
no
a
kidding.
model airplane
Right.
field right there.
I've seen some jets a couple times. That sounded like some crazy stuff.
They probably think that there's crazy people up on the hill throwing frisbees
Right,
as
yeah.
well. So, you know,
Yeah, and in a couple holes,
it's a ball
kind
game.
of all back in the mix. Yeah.
Ball game.
Josh with a couple good birdies brought himself right back in it. So, hole 13, 274 feet. It's a split fairway, so you can throw a real skinny forehand down the left side, or you can throw stable putter down the right side for a right-handed backhand player. Josh is probably going to go left side forehand, I'm guessing. And really, you're just trying to kind of crest that first hill. This looks great.
I think forehand is the play on this if you got like a
It gets
little,
down. Wow, smoked.
slightly Hyzer flip forehand is
Yeah.
probably the best play.
Needs to be thrown low.
Yeah.
This is a tough backhand.
Yes. I'm like trying to throw it like 50%.
Great stroke. Smooth.
And barely miss the one
Stay.
tree. Yeah. It's tough
take
to
that
sit
all
on
day.
this one.
Yeah, it's tough to get it parked. You usually have to make a putt, even if you throw it great.
Yeah.
Here we're going to see a little bit of a force over, but the nose is up. It's a little high through the gap.
That's it.
And short, yeah. So
That's
right
fine.
there, you're hitting a hill,
Yeah.
which is why I like that forehand. Because if you leave it short of the basket, it just naturally kind of filters down there.
It's a great shot. Dutch is going backhand as well. Go through the middle.
Oh, yeah.
He did
And
it.
I didn't mention there's a third gap on this hole. It's actually just straight up the gut. That'll work.
Good shot.
Man, that made it pretty far back there.
Yeah, it's hard to get something way long on this hole, but Josh pulled it off. See if he can can it.
Nope. Not enough turn.
I don't think you're losing a lot to folks with a 3 on this one.
It's just so short that you
Yeah,
want to get
it's
it.
that. Yeah, it's a
Course.
good hole. It's got enough technicality to where the distance kind of breaks even.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Woohoo.
And right in the middle.
Looking pretty solid right there.
Yeah, that felt good.
Dutch with a weird
Awkward
stance.
footing here.
Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
No problem.
No doubt.
Doesn't matter.
No doubt. No doubt. Josh is cleaning up. So what's that? Three birdies on that one too.
Yeah, that's stout. Jeff has really got himself in the mix.
We're back on another par 4. This one says 498, but sure doesn't feel like it. It feels like the basket's way down there. You got to throw something very driven, preferably understable to just kind of keep you straight as you're throwing up the hill. And then just taking whatever lie you get up there to the basket. There's a couple different ways you can approach it up from your second. There's some space on the right and left. Just kind of depends on where you finish. That looked a little early, and
Yeah.
then it's getting the kick to the right.
She go.
Yeah.
There's this one, you can kind of see it, dark tree right in the middle of the fairway that you're really aiming for off your tee shot. And
You basically
That looks
aim it
good.
there, and
Yeah.
then
Good
either
second
way,
tree.
you're good.
yep.
Good second tree for Jeff there. That could have been kicked deep right. He got a little help.
Can't tell what that is, but
I have to guess like probably like a D3 or D4.
Yeah.
You want something relatively understable. Oh, and I thought it was going to skip up the hill, but he hit, I guess, the base of that tree.
yeah.
Dutch is starting to feel a little bit of frustration here on this back nine, but he's still doing just fine.
Now this is, I don't know if I've seen a forehand up this hill, but that'll play. He's probably out of birdie range from down there, but I guess it kind of guarantees you're getting yourself up the hill with that forehand.
Mm-hmm. Basically, if you don't crest the hill, you're probably just scrambling for par.
No doubt.
We didn't see that, but I could hear it hit something pretty soon. I'm not sure what it did. It sounded like it might have just come straight back down. As you can see, like I was mentioning earlier, you just kind of have to take what you get here on the second shot. It's can be a little bit unpredictable at times. This looks good.
I had one little gap that,
Holy smokes.
I knew if I hit it right that it could get pretty far.
It's a lot better than good now.
Yeah,
Good
that's
shot.
insane.
I honestly
from
didn't
there.
think I could get a putt from where I was, but
Good grief.
yeah.
Dutch throwing 3 from here. Oh, no. Yeah, that just kicked him straight left. So he's probably now going to have a backhand up the hill. Like, really, I think that might be his disc right there in front of Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff in a pretty good spot here. Throw something straight.
Oh, yeah.
Let it finish up the hill. That's
Great
great.
shot.
Inside circle. That's fantastic.
Working hard.
Finally getting to Josh's lie. Go.
He had something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks like
he's
Josh is playing for par.
Yeah.
Just smooth.
Like you said, a little backhand line. Looks like he's throwing blackie.
We gotta
whatever
figure out
that
what
is.
this is. He's throwing it quite a
PA2 or
bit.
PA3 or something like that.
Oh,
Another
Dutch.
tree. This is probably
60.
oh my
gosh.
Canned it.
Incredible putt / throw in
That's
from
disgusting.
Dutch. I mean, not a lot of people are jump
Yeah.
putting from back here. That's incredible.
That's so hard to do, to move it left to right.
Yeah.
holy smokes! And that was to save a
Bogey,
5?
Yeah.
Good grief! And this is you about the same distance. It's
Yeah.
got to be
I'm just like Superman.
hard to follow that.
Yeah, hard
No
to follow
kidding.
that for sure.
Josh.
Ooh, that looked like it might have went in. Jeff for 4?
I think so.
Yeah.
Which
Really the forced save. I
fine
mean,
with
he
that.
was pretty early off the tee there, so that's a good par.
yeah, he feels great about that. No doubt about
Yeah,
it.
4's good on this hole. 3's great, 4's good. Because you have to actually throw 2 decent shots to get a birdie opportunity.
I'd say 2 pretty good shots.
Yeah.
Gets you a good look. I think Josh saved his par too, which is great, and par for you as well.
Yep. Totally happy with that from where
Yeah.
I was.
A little barbecue for the
Little
boys.
barbecue. Hole 15, par 3, 269. This plays downhill. Kind of, I would say probably the hardest green to actually land on inside the circle.
So touchy.
Facts.
Yeah, super touchy. You can't see the basket off the tee. And as you can see here, I'm like trying to throw 60% with a super flippy putter and just try to elevator it down.
You cannot throw this tee shot soft enough.
No.
Like there's just no chance.
I
You
actually think it is a force over forehand that comes back to the pin. And
Yeah.
then you just kind of like hope for some good play.
That's scary though too, because it can land on angle, and I mean the slope that this basket is on in particular is dramatic.
Yeah, it's really,
and it's downhill the whole way.
yeah.
So yeah, Josh is going to show us that flex forehand line. Kind of move something
It's gonna be
left.
at the log,
This
I think.
looks good
Ugh,
and doesn't slide.
no. I thought it was good off
Yeah.
the tee. We were just like, ooh, we didn't hear anything.
You could tell he didn't spin it much. You could see it in the flight of the disc a little bit. Just wanting to keep it in the middle, most likely.
Just a little touchy.
Ooh,
This,
Dutch.
this looks good. We'll
Little
just see if
floater.
it sticks. And you see that.
Look at all
He
that
just
action.
Yes.
My goodness.
gets on a roll.
It's so hard to land on the screen.
They used to have this basket super elevated too, which just made it even
Yeah.
more tough.
And this is not an easy layup. at all. Like, this is you're working to get something to stick here.
Right, unless you're behind the basket.
Yeah.
That's the only easy place
No
there
kidding.
is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This, same deal. Like, at this point, he's like, please stick.
Yeah.
And they're...
Even that, yeah, he lands at the pole, and now he's got a 15-footer.
Yeah.
This isn't a bad spot to have a look.
It's not.
You and Dutch, I think, are like basket high.
I just never really
Right.
committed to it.
It's hard to think about that thing missing and going left on you and then catching edge. I get it.
I was like, no 4, but
Yeah.
I'm trying to go for 2?
Yeah.
Question mark? Just give it a chance.
Unreal.
Give it a chance.
I think it's probably the 5th time I've said this, but probably gaining strokes on folks on this hole.
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt about that.
Dutch
Yeah.
picking up the ones you got to get this round, which is great. I mean, after those, he's probably feeling a little frustrated after those last few holes.
Yeah, because he
So
started
this
off on
is-
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So getting this one feels pretty good.
I got to throw in a little Dutch story here while we're at it. I played a lot of golf with Dutch back in the day. We tied at this tournament. I don't remember what it was, but it was back when they hand you cash envelopes at the end of the day. They gave us an odd number. There was a single dollar left in that thing, and he rips the dollar in half and hands me the other half. And then from then on out for years, every time I saw him, he was like, "You got your half?"
Nice.
We always had our half of the dollar in our bag.
Nice.
Little good luck omen.
Love it.
That's funny.
Dutch is good people.
Everybody loves Dutch.
Yeah.
The Batman.
We're made first. We create immersive and tangible experiences that elevate your brand and engage audiences. Whatever you visualize, we bring it to life through design and fabrication in our Los Angeles and Nashville facilities. Our artists and craftsmen create everything from stage and set designs to retail environments, trade show displays, and large-scale props. Welcome to Made First. Let's build the impossible together.
All right, hole 16. This hole, another green that's kind of dicey. A little bit of a slope that we're on. Most folks are going to be throwing a sidearm to just get something around the corner. I'm hoping to stick onto this green. The turnover backhand's not a bad play at all as well. You just kind of want to float something, like I said, around the corner, get something to stick on this green. Dutch looking like he's lining up a sidearm, probably like an A2 or an A3. Pretty short hole. That's the gap you're looking to make.
Just a little short.
Oh, and it's rolling. Bye.
It's a tough green, really, if you're
Yeah.
not landing on the right angle.
Yeah, he's got a ways to go from down there.
I'm basically aiming for the camera guy and just letting it move on its own.
I've seen a couple people go up through that stuff on the right, too. Just a
Big
little
spec
backhand
Hyzer.
Hyzer. Yeah.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah, nice tree.
Friendly.
there.
Come on now.
You were aiming at it.
I called bank.
I will say with the slope of this green, though, I think 95% of people are stepping up to this hole thinking this is a must get. It's short enough. Yeah, Jeff right there with a great shot. That's really all you need.
Feels like a short approach on a par 4. You know, you threw your
Yeah.
drive to the spot, and then you have this left to the basket. One of those holes that if you do end up threeing it, kind of feels like you left one. But
Yeah, Josh leaving it a little bit left, catching that one tree you got to go right of. Just pitch something down there.
oh boy,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just throwing in. Jeez.
Man.
look at Dutch.
You
gotta
What
get
does he
this.
call these? The Flying Dutchman? Is that his? That's what it's called, right?
You know, everybody talks about Barsby with his super high, like drop it in the basket. We can't leave Dutch out of that
Yeah.
conversation.
True.
He does it so well.
They got chains. Pretty close.
Pretty easy work here for Jeff.
Yes, sir.
And Jeff tying it up.
Yeah,
You-
just a sneaky 6 down.
Right, yeah. At
Quiet.
the time, I was just like,
Quiet
thought
6
he was
down.
a few back, but then I was like, hey, wait a second.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously we don't know what the other cards are doing, but at this point, is this is the top 3 right here in the tournament?
Yes.
Top 3 scores
Yeah.
we're looking at.
I don't think there was too many people right around this, 5, 6, 7 mark. This is, 5, 6, 7 is pretty good.
Yeah. This is hole 17. I absolutely love this hole. This is just a dead straight hallway. The woods on the right side do slope a little bit, so if you kind of get over there, get a kick, it can be a little nasty. Just one way to it. Just got to throw down this hallway. Very fun shot.
Justin's at your M3?
M4.
M4. I'll get one of your discs right at some point today.
I usually,
and that's great. That's a great drive.
With this distance, I usually throw putter, but for whatever reason, this one is deceivingly far. So I always bump it up to the M4.
Turn.
I think Jeff's throwing a fairway here.
Perfect.
And that's just money.
Yeah.
That is a driver. It's a lot of control on a driver to throw it, 280 and
Low
get it to
speed,
stop.
yeah.
Nice.
But then you got Dutch, PA2. Come on now.
Smack it.
Yeah, you can.
He smacked it.
It's got to turn.
It's a little left.
He gave himself a putt.
Yeah.
Get to see another driver shot. It just lifts up a little bit here. Still got some work to do. He'll be looking at par most likely.
I think I'm talking to Dutch about throwing putter at mid-range on this hole, and he's like, "Oh yeah, putter all day." I'm like, "Okay."
Dutch likes to throw hard.
Yeah,
he likes to throw hard, club down a little bit, and throw it a little bit harder.
For the most part, but man,
yeah,
I can't get close. Come on. It's a good bid from out there.
See if Dutch can.
Can we do it? Come on now. How do you beat that,
Dude, he is on an absolute tear from range.
He's so comfortable from
60
40.
and in, I think he's making it.
The Batman does it again. Good grief.
Dutch doesn't rotate his putters out of the bag almost ever as well, so that those putters have made just thousands of those.
Right.
How you feeling after this one there,
I'm just
JB?
like, okay. Well, I guess I'll have to make this one.
That's his fifth 80-footer of the round. So.
Right. I got this little 28er. Go through my routine, just hoping it goes in.
That's your routine. You
Yeah.
just
hope
it goes in, hope it goes in,
and doink.
Looked good the whole way.
Yeah, it was online.
Dropped the end.
But I get the same score as a par every time. I'm pretty frustrated at that point.
Yeah, that's it. You get anything in the circle on this hole, that's a fantastic drive, and you feel like you got to take advantage of it. So,
yeah.
Jeff, see if he can do that.
All day.
Oh, stay in there, baby.
Come on now.
That's a good catch.
Jeff tying it up.
Yeah.
We got a 3-way tie here.
This is fun to watch.
If you're just now joining us on ESPN, we got ourselves a doozy.
I don't know what you've been doing for the last
Those are
hour, but
There's some good rounds. Those are all. That's a stout score out here. I think
7 is good.
Yeah, I think that's. You guys are happy.
So to finish it up, we got hole 18, 387, which I think it plays further than that, to be honest. There's 2 routes. They're going the left route here. It swings left to right. The basket's probably level, if not a little bit more, a little uphill from the tee pad. But there's also a straight gap that you can just pipe it. Right hand side, right hand side of Jeff here, which he's got no part trying to do.
And that gap doesn't exist in the summer.
No.
It is.
Oh, dear.
He ain't liking that.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough spot. Down in that kind of gully is just
It's terrible.
nothing.
Yeah.
There is not a lot of room for activities.
I asked Dutch if he was going to go for it, and he's like, oh, yeah, all day.
I like it.
Never even thought twice about it.
The thing I love about Dutch's game is he's not afraid of the miss.
No.
Like
Oh, and what a
all of us
kick.
are.
Right.
What a kick.
Yes. I tried telling him that I played further. I think he threw like H3 or something like that. I'm like, man,
Close up,
it's
bro.
up there.
And at this point, though, that's like a, guaranteed 2 for him, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, cool. Just go ahead and mark that down. On to the next one.
So hole 17, I felt like I missed it. So this one, I'm definitely sending it. D Model S. Just trying to throw it hard and through that left cap.
Pop it on a little Annie.
Tricky little step up on the back of the tee box. That's not an easy thing to do.
Missed about 70 trees. Yeah.
That's nice. That's a good spot to be.
Yeah,
Kind of
that's-
best case scenario.
Yeah, best case
Your
scenario.
basket height,
Yeah.
right?
Pretty close.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Josh, another backhand. I'm kind of
That's a little surprising.
surprised that he doesn't go sidearm here.
Nice committed turning. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything. This is that time of year where there's those branches up there that don't really. The leaves haven't all come in, and
Yeah.
you thought you threw it.
He's
perfect.
actually
Under?
underneath the rock.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
He's like, where in the world am I going to put my foot here? Good grief.
He's probably still got it. 280 uphill.
That is such a tough place to be.
It is.
Wow, Jeff really not in a terrible spot.
No,
I
it's
thought he
not.
was in the junk down there.
Yeah.
But this is savable. Get something moving right. So, oh my goodness. I was just about to say this looks great.
There's just so many trees to
Ugh.
miss, you know. There is a line, but it's if you're not like lined up just right, it doesn't look right to you. You're trying to get lucky.
Okay, somebody almost threw it in.
I think that might have been Josh. He's a quick player.
Okay. He is.
Someone needs to warn the camera guys about Josh before hole 1.
Right.
Jeff trying to save the 3. Probably leaving a little more than he wants there.
Definitely.
Hole 18, you're like, let's wrap this puppy up. You don't want a little 25-footer for bogey.
Right.
Oh,
I fully expected him to make that.
Yep. Yeah, this is insane for the left
I
gap.
did not realize you were this close.
Yeah.
Great shot. This is a great
Holy
2 to get.
smokes.
And
Yes.
that's important. That gives you a stick
Yeah.
going into round 2. That's
Right.
that's nice.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah, you know it's good.
I was feeling good with that one.
Yeah. So this, outside of the tournament, this is actually a par 4, which, I mean, I think that's probably a soft par 4, and I'm glad they changed it for this tournament. But
Yeah.
just so people know that, like, that's a solid 2. Really solid.
Josh just cleaning up here. Oh.
No. Low.
Josh is a great putter, so to see him miss any putts is very surprising.
And he's had a few that were low like that, and I wonder, I don't know how much coverage he's played on, but I know when I play on coverage, it's
Different.
I have a few of those.
So easy to do.
Hit that cage.
Well, thanks guys so much for joining us here on Hyzer Productions. This was a great round to watch. We have your top 3, I believe, here at this point. Justin, of course, leading at -8. We have Dutch at 7. And, we got some other folks creeping in here. Kirk Trevina at -6. David Harless, another local guy, at 5. Shasta I saw in there as well. So make sure to come back for round number 2 of the 2022 Music City Open here on Hyzer Productions. Thanks, everybody.
Come on back.